Time for a heart transplant. In this video, we're putting the brand new Furitek mini Godzilla motor in the TRX4M monster truck. This is a new kit available from Furitek. It's got the mini Godzilla motor ready to go in the TRX4M. We've got the Lizard Pro ESC here. So we're gonna take our pre-existing TRX4M monster truck. We're gonna rip this brush motor out. We're gonna throw the brushless motor in and we're gonna rip this thing. I've also got some new Furitek monster truck tires and wheels we're gonna put on this. So let's jump in and check out the parts that we're gonna put on this rig and then we'll get to installing them. So if you remember, it wasn't that long ago when I built this TRX4M monster truck and it was a blast. We had a lot of fun with it, but it almost immediately stripped out the composite gears that were in it from the factory. I've since fixed the gears, so we're back in action here. It's got the metal Traxxas gears in it. So now that it's back in action, we've got another round of upgrades for it. It's got to get beefed up to compete with the FMS Smasher. So that's what we're going to do today. Furitek has sent us this new combo for the TRX4M monster truck. Check this out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got the mini Godzilla motor. This is the same motor that's in the FMS Smasher. If you remember, we did that bonkers build with the other monster truck. Now we've got the same motor we can put in the Traxxas. I'm super excited for this. Now this doesn't come with the transmission yet anyways, but it does come with the pinion gear pressed on. Tiny little thing. Look how small that inrunner is. It's crazy how much power comes out of this tiny little thing. I love this motor. It is so much fun. I'm so excited to put this in. This is actually, they call it the Greyhound motor. Running the Greyhound motor is going to be this new Lizard Pro monster. This is the Furitek Lizard Pro inside this plastic case, and this is what we're going to need to power this thing. So to get this kit, you are going to need a different receiver, because this is not going to be compatible with the stock Traxxas receiver, so we're going to upgrade that as well. We also got some new monster truck tires from Furitek. Now these are nice looking tires and wheels. They are big. They're big, wide, soft, and squishy. And one of the things I really like about these, a couple things actually. One is that they have this alloy outer lip here, but the inside is black. So they've got just a really cool look and appearance to them. They look almost infinitely deep because the black just kind of accentuates how deep the wheels are. So it's very cool. And what else is awesome about these is that they come with two sets of hubs. So you've got kind of a zero offset hub here, and then the ones that I've got on here looks like about 3 or 4 millimeters. So you can add a little bit more track width. So I of course put the big ones on here. We're going to see how this looks with the wide stance on it using these hubs. So why don't we get into this? I think the first thing I'm going to do is start swapping out the motor. It's going to be interesting with this motor because I'm running the composite speed gears in this transmission. Hopefully this thing doesn't shred our transmission gears. I'm also running the composite drive shafts. So I'm a little concerned about our drivetrain with this combo. So I might have to take it easy for a little bit at first, but we'll see. So let's get into it. Let's start tearing this thing apart. We'll put the new motor in, then we'll put the new tires on, and then we'll run this thing. With the transmission apart and the motor out, now we can really see just how small this new Greyhound motor is. This is the 180 sized Enduro motor that I just took out. Tiny, tiny little brushless motor going in there. So very simple swap. This should bolt right up to the stock transmission. I'm going to reassemble the gears and then we'll put everything back in and then we'll sort out the electronics and give this thing a test run. Now we've got the Greyhound installed, mini Godzilla looking great in there. The red and the black really matches this build perfectly. Super easy install. Now I'm getting ready to put my electronics in. So check out this tiny little bundle we got here. We got the Lizard Pro, the Monster. I'm using my Radio Link receiver. Tiny, tiny little receiver. Just small enough to stick it right on the side of the Lizard. So this is just going to, I put some Velcro on the back. So it's just going to sit right on our tray. I should probably move that forward actually so it's protected in the cage. That's probably what I'll do right now. But this is where we're at. I'll be able to plug it in and run it really shortly here. So we're pretty much at the MOT, at the moment of truth here, to start this thing up. So I got the Lizard Pro up here in my cage. I got everything hooked up. One thing I noticed is that it does not have the adapter for the Traxxas battery. So I had to go back to my SCX24 batteries that have this pH 2.0 connector because there isn't the adapter for the Traxxas batteries. But thankfully they still fit in the battery tray with no issues. So let's plug this thing in. It's got a 2S battery in it now. I've got a 3S that we can try later on. Things are going to get wild. But let's try the 2S first.
Welcome to Radio Link.
We got steering. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous to run this motor. These things are so powerful. Gosh, that is like just breathing on it. Okay, let me button this thing up. Steering's good. Got good power. I need to be very cautious on the bench because it will fly right off of here. Okay, so that worked. We're good to go. Now I'm going to switch the tires over and then we will run this little thing. Here's the finished product. Man, this was a fun project. I love it when things go together so easy. Motor dropped right in. No issue whatsoever. The Lizard Pro Monster Edition is such a clean piece of hardware. The radio link, the micro receiver from the radio link, so tiny. Everything fits in there so well. It's protected by the cage, which I really like. These tires and wheels, man, this thing's got a wicked stance on it. Look at that thing. Baby's got back. The thing is so wide. It's crazy. So you get the extra track width from the hubs, and the tires themselves are significantly wider than the Enduras that I was running before. No rubbing issues though. We can go full steer. We're not running into anything. So we've got the clearance to run these big things. Pretty pumped with how this thing looks. It's got quite a menacing stance to it. It's dark out right now, so I can't run it outside, but why don't we fire this thing up? We'll rip it around the basement just to see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Oh gosh, it's like hard to control. It's so fast. Oh my gosh. Oh my word, it's so powerful. With the speed gears from Traxxas, it's got a lot of wheel speed, but it's surprisingly, it's not as bonkers as I was expecting. It feels a lot like the Smasher. I think it takes a little longer to get up to top speed, but top speed feels faster than the Smasher. Whew. With the locked diffs, I mean, this thing, it doesn't handle. I'm grateful for the wider track from the Furitek wheels and tires, because I think it would just be rolling over everywhere. Watch this thing go. Whoa, this thing's a monster. Just dropped a 3S pack in there. If you can see it, got the 3S battery. You ready for this? Let's see what this does. Oh my gosh! Whoa! He almost took my leg off. It is, I am like just breathing on the trigger of the radio here. Holy moly! I think 3S is probably too much for inside. It is just uncontrollable. Oh, it just completely goes crazy every time I even go half throttle. It is just what? It just loses it. It starts to spin the tires. It just loses traction as soon as it hits about mid to 3/4 throttle. It is just over. Oh. Oh my gosh. You can feel the wind coming off of this thing, trying to get it to right itself. Oh, it is so powerful. All right, this thing is outrageous. I'm having a ton of fun down here in the basement, but I'm going to hang it up for tonight. I don't want to break anything. I want to get this thing outside tomorrow so we can hit some jumps and really thrash it. All right, I'm going to hang it up for tonight and we'll go outside tomorrow. Drive shaft number 1 gone. Obliterated that thing. So drive shaft number 2. This was even on 2S. So I'm pivoting to a Muse Racing steel drive shaft. Look at the thickness of this new drive shaft. Very, very strong and heavy. So this should shore up our driveline issues. Hopefully the transmission holds up. So these are going in now. Rest in pieces drive shafts. Man, this thing is outrageous. It is so powerful and so fast. If you remember back to when I first built this little monster truck, I wasn't even that enthusiastic about building a TRX4M monster truck. It wasn't something that was on my radar. It wasn't something that I was really even thinking about. But this has since become one of my favorite builds because it is such a little monster. It was a lot of fun before we did the brushless conversion, but now with the Greyhound motor in it, the mini Godzilla, this thing is a riot. It's so powerful, it's hard to even control it. I wish there was a way to unlock the diffs. Like I could find a way to put open diffs in this thing would be so much better because with the locked diffs, it's really hard to control. But nonetheless, extremely fun. Other than the drive shafts, it held up pretty well, and we thrashed it out on the rock course outside. It actually held up really well. And the transmission gears, I mean, knock on wood, are still holding on strong, but I am going to get some steel transmission gears. I think Muse Racing has some steel high-speed gears. That way I can have a fully fortified steel drivetrain because it needs it. I'm a little concerned I might have shredded the metal gears in the rear end also. Hear that again? Man, this thing is just... I just got done saying that nothing else broke on it, and then I just noticed that it feels like those gears are weak in the back there. So I'm gonna have to tear this thing open and see what's going on in there. That's the thing, when you make a monster truck out of something that's not originally meant to be a monster truck, it's going to be an evergreen project. But it's all good because it's super fun. But let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the TRX4M monster truck? I'll put the parts list in the description for what we put on this today. And I'll also put a link in the description for the first build video we did for this thing. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for your time. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you in the next video.